guys, it's me, Josh, aka Future Film Like 3940 once again. I am finally, after a long time, been saying it, I'm finally giving you guys my updated DCEU ranking. So far, we are 4 movies in this franchise, and this is not going to be a long one. I'm going to make this short and sweet with each of the ones I rank. Let me just say, this is my ranking. If you don't like the list, you don't have to scream, yell, or curse. Just agree or disagree, and there won't be any problems. But as of now, let's get into the ranking. Coming at number 4, we have Man of Steel. Now, I do love this movie. Don't get me wrong. I love Man of Steel. After Superman Returns, the Boy Scout, perfect Boy Scout Superman, it was kind of getting worn out. So when I heard that they were doing a new Superman movie and they would make it different from the Chris Reeve, I was excited. I know some people were mixed. I know some people were not excited. But then when the movie came out, it got mixed reviews due to it not having being lighthearted and not being like anything Chris Reeve has done. That's why it's called a reboot. I appreciate the fact Zack Snyder, he wanted to do something different. He didn't want to rehash what Richard Donner did. He wanted to make the character his own. And in this movie, you do see that he does make the character his own, and I love that. And I love Henry Cavill as Superman. He is my favorite, the best Superman since Christopher Reeve. And yeah, I do admit he's not making enough jokes, smile enough, but I appreciate that they made him more of an outcast. He's more conflicted, as you should say. People complain like he's too emo. He's not joking enough. He's guys. And people complain that he's not an established character. From what we've seen of this guy in Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman, yes, he is an established character. He saved a whole bunch of people in Metropolis. He didn't have a choice but to kill General Zod. If he didn't kill General Zod, he would have killed that poor innocent family. I'm the biggest defender of that scene. Even though it's familiar to Watchmen, that is a good movie scene. I love the action scenes. Sometimes it's hard to see what's going on, and sometimes, yeah. While there is a lot of CGI, it has to be expected with a character Superman. Superman is not normal. He's not a normal human being. And I love the chemistry he has with Amy Adams. I love the other cast: Kevin Costner, Lawrence Fishburne, Diane Lane, Russell Crowe, Michael Shannon, Ayla Zura. I like the action in the movie, and I like the way the suit is designed. But the reason why this movie is number 4 is, even though I love the movie, the one problem I had just said, I can't see what's going on in half of the action sequences. And people complain it's too much destruction. I will agree it is a little too much destruction, but it's not Superman's fault. It's General Zod's fault. But I still think Man of Steel is a great film. I still love the movie, and I still enjoy it for what it is. So there you go. Alright, coming at number 3. This is going to be extremely controversial, but Suicide Squad. A lot of people don't like this movie at all. Critics, you do not know what you're talking about. Now, people is getting on to me for this movie saying, Joshua, if you like this movie, don't you have any negatives with the DCEU? This is the only film that I have some issues with, and I'm going to point them out. Yes, I do see the studio interference problems in this movie. Yes, there is some soundtrack choices that doesn't work. Yes, the Enchantress is a terrible villain. I will say. I like Cara Delevingne. I think she's beautiful. I think she's gorgeous. But you could have just had her character be just a normal character instead of the Enchantress. And you could have had Jared Leto as the main villain. Because, yeah, I will admit, as much as Jared Leto is awesome in this movie, he is underused. And I know he was upset about all of his scenes getting cut out, but You people, you have to realize this movie is not about the Joker. It's about the whole team. And yes, some of the complaints I people hear, yes, they mess up Harley and Joker from the comics. All they were doing was changing it. I see a little hints of Joker being abusive to Harley in the extended cut. And it's not like they're going to just stray away from the abusive relationship forever. They're going to have to go that route at some point. So I don't know why all you people are out there sitting there unfairly giving it flack. Because I appreciate that they changed it from the comics. If you all know me, I don't like domestic abuse towards women, even in movies. But the only reason why I have to sit through that is just to finish a movie. Because I am a completist. And you know how completist is. When you sit down, you gotta finish it. But everything else is fine. I love the action scenes. I love the visual effects. And the final act does become too much of a CGI fest. I do like the little reference that they put with Pirates of the Caribbean and World's End with the Enchantress where they cut her heart out, because that scene needed to be made fun of. As much as I enjoy World's End on rewatch, that scene I couldn't take that scene seriously even when I still rewatch Pirates of the Caribbean and World's End. But everything else is fine. I love Will Smith. I love Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. She's hot. I wish we could got to see more of the mallet in her original costume, but they'll do that sometime in the future. And guys, this is only the freaking first movie. You can't get everything you want in a first film with Joker and Harley Quinn in live action. And if you don't want anyone else who hates domestic violence to be happy, then you just hurting yourself. But anyways, I enjoy Suicide Squad. I just point out my negatives, and the positives. To me, the negatives does hurt this movie a little bit, but it's still a good movie to watch. I find a lot of enjoyment in it. I know all my friends are going to disagree, but I don't care. Coming out number 2 is Wonder Woman. Yes, screw the haters. People say this movie and Spider-Man Homecoming are overrated. No, you don't know what overrated is if it bit you in the face. Again, you don't know what overrated is if it punched you in the face. Because Wonder Woman is not overrated. This is a great movie. I love this movie. This is the first great female superhero movie, because all the other attempts failed. Elektra failed. Catwoman failed. Tank Girl failed. Even the freaking Supergirl movie from 1984 failed. But I appreciate that movie, because without that film you wouldn't have the CW show with Melissa Benoist, which even people are hating on that show, but Melissa Benoist is my Supergirl. Gal Gadot is my Wonder Woman. I love her as Wonder Woman. I love her origin. This movie wasn't too long. The action was there. I love the writing was amazing. The cinematography is great. Patty Jenkins does a great job. I do have a feeling that this might get some Oscar nominations because Warner Bros. They are planning it to try and do it with this movie and Dunkirk. And I have to say that this movie did not disappoint me. This was my most anticipated film in 2017, and this is my favorite film in 2017 so far. I may love Logan, I may love Power Rangers, I may love Spider-Man Homecoming, but this is my favorite film of the year so far. And just Gal Gadot, the action scene, she kicked ass. I love the costume. And the music was great. They have the Wonder Woman theme from BVS. I just enjoyed this movie. The only complaint I have is that they could have explained how Ares knew it was going to be her. But that's just a minor nitpick. But I still enjoy Wonder Woman. This is going to lead into some great future female superhero movies, because I want to see more of them. We're already going to get a Dark Phoenix, Jean Grey movie next year in Dark Phoenix. I hope we get a Black Widow movie. I hope we get a Solo Scarlet Witch movie. I would love to see a standalone Psylocke movie. And I would love to see a movie where Supergirl and Wonder Woman team up and fight the bad guy. Sure, it doesn't have to be Melissa Benoist. It can be somebody else. As long as the DCEU Supergirl is lighthearted and clever and making jokes, as long as she's pretty, it's fine with me. And if you go with someone familiar, that's fine. Someone unknown is fine. But my personal picks, either Chloe Grace Moretz or Dove Cameron. But mostly I would go with Dove Cameron for Supergirl. Because Dove Cameron, I see potential for her to be in a big screen franchise and play a female superhero character. Yeah, come at me. I like Dove Cameron. But it's my number one favorite DCEU movie. This is the movie I still defend with every fiber of my being, and that is Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice. I've talked about this 4 times, non-spoiler, spoiler-filled, ultimate cut, and my analyzed review, which I'm very happy with my review, the ultimate cut. That got a surprising reaction, 1K views and still counting. And my analyzed review, I said everything I need to say. And Ben Affleck is my second favorite Batman, right next to Christian Bale. Henry Cavill, I still think he is an amazing Clark Kent Superman. Yes, the theatrical cut has some storytelling issues. It has a lot of Justice League set up, but I forgive it with the Justice League setup. It has some editing flaws, and there are some scenes that are cut out, but it makes up with the ultimate cut, which is the definitive version. I've shown to my mom X-Men Apocalypse. She liked it. She loves Captain America Civil War. She even likes Suicide Squad. I haven't shown her Doctor Strange or Batman vs. Superman, and if I show her Batman vs. Superman, I will be showing her both versions, but I might just show her the ultimate cut because the 3-hour cut. And yes, I will admit, Jesse Eisenberg, he is way too over the top. Yes, Gal Gadot is Wonder Woman. She's great in here. I don't care what she may have a little bit of screen time in here, but I loved her in there. To me, I felt like it was necessary putting her in the final battle with Superman, Batman fighting Doomsday. And the fight between Batman and Superman themselves, that's awesome. And I love the scene. People hate the Martha thing, but I like the Martha scene. And all Clark is trying to do is to get Bruce to listen to him, but Bruce is just a jerk. And the warehouse scene, I also like. Even though I don't like Batman killing at all, I will say that the warehouse scene is really something. And yes, people complain about Superman in this movie. He's conflicted after what he did in Man of Steel. And I wish the scene with him in the court could have went on a little longer for him to talk to those people in the court, but you know what happens. And when he dies at the end of this movie, when he gives his life to sacrifice himself, that proves that he is a symbol of hope. And people complain that he's no symbol of hope. He's not even smiling. Guys, he will get there. You just gotta have faith in that. And I have 100% faith that Superman, he will be back, resurrected, smiling. And by the time he does give his life, I cared. The music is good, and when we don't know how he's coming back, but if he comes back in the comic accurate black suit, that's gonna be awesome. I was hesitant on that at first, but now I've kind of grown and like the idea, because there's no other way of bringing him back. And I'm happy with them not putting him Superman in the trailers. He might be in the later poster at some point. I want him to be in the later poster, but Batman v Superman is still a great movie. I still love it. I would love to own this movie on Blu-ray, because I would love because I still plan on upgrading to Blu-ray. I will still be collecting DVDs, but I also want to collect Blu-rays as well, so I can mix it up a little bit, upgrade myself. So yes, that's my DCEU ranking. Let me know what you guys think of the ranking down below. How would you rank this franchise? And are you excited for Justice League, for Aquaman, and all the other future movies? I would love to see Man of Steel 2, and I would love to see Supergirl in the Justice League film after this first one. It maybe they decide to make a third Justice League movie. I would love to see Supergirl in it. And if you like this, you can click here, and we can all have a good time.